By the end of this video, you'll understand why I'm seriously considering switching from ChatGPT to Gemini as my go-to AI tool. Because Gemini isn't just competing, it's playing a completely different game. When is Gemini not about the astrological twins or a sleek sports car? When we're talking about Google's powerhouse AI, Gemini. For years, I've navigated the ever-shifting currents of technology, and what I've learned is this. True innovation isn't just about a single shiny new app. It's about a comprehensive system, a robust tool belt that equips you for almost any challenge. And that, in a nutshell, is Gemini.
Unlike many of the single-purpose tools we've explored before, Gemini isn't just another gadget. It's an entire ecosystem, a full suite of AI capabilities designed to integrate seamlessly into your workflow. Think of it as a meticulously organized tech toolbox, loaded with everything you'd expect, and a few surprises you didn't even know you needed. So, what exactly is inside Gemini's expanding arsenal? Gemini, the chatbot. This is where most people begin their journey, a conversational AI, always ready to answer your most complex questions, brainstorm ideas, or simply lend a digital hand when you're stuck. It's your primary interface with the broader Gemini intelligence. Google AI Studio. This is Google's dedicated playground for developers, researchers, and advanced tinkerers. If you're looking to experiment with new ways to leverage AI, build custom applications, or push the boundaries of what's possible, this is your sandbox. It's where raw AI power can be harnessed and shaped. Gemini for Google Workspace. This is where the rubber meets the road for productivity. Gemini integrates directly into the Google tools you probably use every day: Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and more. Imagine AI helping you draft emails, refine presentations, or analyze data directly within those familiar applications. It's about making your existing tools exponentially smarter. Notebook LM. Google aptly calls this an AI-powered research and writing assistant. But the real magic here is its ability to understand, summarize, and uncover profound insights from your own documents, notes, and sources. This isn't just a search engine. It's a dedicated research partner that ingests your proprietary information and helps you extract its true value. We'll be diving deep into Notebook LM in a future episode, and trust me, it deserves that dedicated attention. Gemini and Chrome. Bringing AI capabilities directly into your browser, allowing for intelligent assistance as you navigate the web. Gemini Code Assist. A powerful aid for developers, providing AI assistance for code development, helping with everything from suggesting code snippets to debugging. VO and Imagine. These are Google's ventures into creative AI, offering cutting-edge video and image generation capabilities, pushing the boundaries of AI-powered content creation. And honestly, there's more on the horizon, constantly being developed and integrated. In essence, Gemini isn't just a tool you use. It's an entire platform for building, learning, and working smarter with artificial intelligence. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the sheer number of AI options out there, or unsure where to even begin, Gemini provides a comprehensive, powerful, and increasingly cohesive set of solutions. And throughout this series, my goal is to break down not just what these tools are, but more importantly, how to make them work for you in real-world workflows. For many, the name Bard might conjure images of poets and troubadours. For me, Bard was my personal introduction to Google's foray into generative AI. I remember joining the waitlist back in 2023, eager to see what Google would bring to the table. And for a significant period, Bard became one of my go-to AIs. It was fast, surprisingly helpful, and a genuinely useful assistant for everything from quick summaries to brainstorming. At the same time, Google also had an AI specifically for Google Docs called Duet, though honestly, I never got around to trying it out. Eventually, Google made a strategic decision to consolidate all of its diverse AI efforts under a single, unified brand. And that's when Gemini was born. My initial reaction wasn't overwhelmingly positive. It felt like some of the original features I'd grown accustomed to in Bard had been lost, or at least weren't immediately obvious in the new Gemini interface. There were moments when it didn't seem as intuitive or as immediately useful as its predecessor. But, like any truly powerful tool, it evolved. And so did my relationship with it. Over time, Gemini has undergone significant improvements, to the point where it's now undeniably one of my primary, go-to AI tools. My usage continues to increase, and for good reason. This journey led to a moment where I even had to directly ask Gemini itself, what's the correct term, Gemini AI or Google AI? And here's the answer, straight from the source. Google AI is the broad entity, the overarching umbrella responsible for all AI work and research at Google. Gemini is the specific product and model family that emerges from Google AI's extensive efforts. You, the end user, interact with Gemini through various Google products and interfaces. The dedicated Gemini app or chatbot, Gemini's deep integration into Google Workspace applications, Gmail, Docs, and many others. Gemini features woven into Google Search, like the increasingly prominent AI overviews, and for developers, access via Google AI Studio and Vertex AI. This clear distinction solidified my perspective. It confirmed why I truly see Gemini as a comprehensive tool belt, far more than just a simple chatbot. In this specific episode, we're going to narrow our focus to the Gemini chatbot itself. This allows us to compare it fairly and directly to other conversational AIs we've covered, like ChatGPT and Claude. While the interface is familiar, there's one critical feature that sets it apart, and frankly, it's a game changer for serious users: the context window. Think of the context window as the AI's short-term memory, its active workspace. This is the maximum amount of text Gemini can process, remember, and reference during a single continuous conversation. This memory is measured in tokens. Now, what exactly is a token? While it's not an exact one-to-one conversion, you can generally think of a token as roughly equivalent to about 3/4 of a word in English. So, if a word is apple, it might be one token. But if you have a complex word like unbelievable, that might break down into unbelieve-able, potentially counting as 3 separate tokens. It's how the AI internally processes language. It breaks down text into these smaller, digestible chunks. And here's the critical part for long-form conversations. When your interaction with the AI gets too lengthy, when you've supplied too much input or had a very extended back and forth, Gemini, or any AI for that matter, will start to forget the earliest parts of the conversation. It's like a sliding window moving forward, keeping only the most recent tokens in its active memory. If your conversation exceeds that window, the AI loses the thread of your earlier points. If you included any documents, that will also count in your context window. When you say, "Could you please," or other things to be kind to your AI, that also counts in your context window, so you might want to omit the niceties. Every word counts, so try to be as succinct as possible. Gemini currently boasts one of the largest context windows available among mainstream AI models. While these numbers are constantly evolving as models improve, we're talking about models capable of processing somewhere in the range of 1 to 2 million tokens. To put that in perspective, that's roughly equivalent to hundreds, even thousands of pages of text. And critically, any documents you upload and include in your conversation also count as part of this context. This means you can have far longer, far more nuanced, and significantly more in-depth conversations. If you're just starting out with AI, the sheer size of the context window might not seem like a big deal. For quick questions like, "What's the capital of France?" or "Give me 5 ideas for dinner," it's largely irrelevant. But once you begin to dive deep, say, researching a truly complex technical topic, drafting an extensive business plan, or planning a multifaceted project that involves numerous constraints and variables, that large context window becomes absolutely essential. Let me give you a concrete example. During my recent vacation planning for Sydney, I used several different chatbots. With some, after a dozen or so turns in the conversation, important decisions I'd made early on, like specific dates, budget constraints, or activity preferences, would suddenly be forgotten. The AI would suggest something completely contradictory, forcing me to reiterate information. With Gemini, That scenario happens far, far less frequently, if at all. It remembers the entire journey of our conversation. Choosing the right chatbot really comes down to your specific needs and how you intend to use it. Are you looking for quick, short-lived answers? Or are you looking to have ongoing, in-depth, and evolving conversations over extended periods? Some tools attempt to mitigate this memory limitation by allowing you to create projects to help organize longer threads, but even those have inherent context size limits. Gemini offers similar functionality with a feature called Gems. In fact, I had no problem recreating entire projects I had built in ChatGPT as gems in Gemini, simply by copying over the prompts and documents I had used. And surprisingly, in some cases, my Gemini gem performed better than its ChatGPT counterpart. Why? Because Gemini tended to give me more realistic, and sometimes even brutally honest recommendations, whereas ChatGPT often leaned towards polite, pleasant, and consistently positive advice. When you're dealing with real-world problems, sometimes you need the unvarnished truth, not just the happy path. This is actually the main reason why I'm considering switching my daily driver from ChatGPT to Gemini. For me, I need realistic advice and not just the happy path. You need to pick the tool that best fits your use case and working style. I also need the larger context window because my projects/gems tend to have a lot of documents in them, and every word counts. So, what does this look like in practice? How does Gemini integrate into my day-to-day work? And how can it integrate into yours? In Google Docs. This is a seamless integration. Highlight a sentence or a paragraph, click Refine, and you'll instantly get options to rephrase, shorten, elaborate, or make more formal. Select your choice, and Gemini offers a recommendation right there. You then decide whether to keep it, tweak it, or discard it. It's a subtle but powerful co-pilot for your writing. Chatbot use. Like the other AIs we've explored, Gemini's core chatbot interface is straightforward and intuitive. What truly makes it different, as I've emphasized, is its ability to maintain context over significantly longer conversations. This means you can keep diving deeper and deeper into a single topic, exploring nuances and refining ideas, without the frustration of the AI losing track of your previous points. For complex research or long-form content creation, this is invaluable. Google Services Knowledge. I especially appreciate its integration with Google Services for practical problem-solving. For instance, when I ran into a truly unique and obscure issue while setting up a new YouTube account, an issue that standard web searches couldn't resolve, Gemini was the only tool that seemed to have the answer, drawing on its vast internal knowledge base. I didn't need to leave the environment to find the solution. Collaborative editing and refinement. For most of my YouTube scripts and blog drafts, my workflow involves a two-step AI review. I'll run them through Gemini first to leverage its broad knowledge and context retention. Then, I'll often send the refined draft to Claude for a second opinion, leveraging its strength in nuanced language and creative suggestions. I rarely take all of their advice verbatim. The final voice is always my own, aligned with my brand. But their combined suggestions invariably help me clarify complex concepts, sharpen my arguments, or phrase things more effectively. AI Copilot doesn't replace your intellect, it augments it, making a tangible difference in the quality and clarity of your output. And now for something truly revolutionary. Something that extends Gemini beyond the realm of pure text and into your immediate environment. First, Gemini Live, a distinctive feature currently available on mobile devices. This isn't just voice input. This enables Gemini to provide real-time assistance in your daily life by leveraging your mobile device's microphone and camera. You can engage in fluid conversational interactions with your AI assistant about what it literally sees and hears. For instance, imagine you're tending to a houseplant. You can point your phone's camera at it and ask, "Gemini, what's wrong with my plant? It looks droopy." Gemini Live can visually identify the plant, assess its appearance based on visual cues, and offer insights into its care, such as whether it's over or underwatered, or if it needs more sunlight. Or perhaps you're attempting a minor household repair and you're unsure about a specific connection. Gemini Live can observe what you're doing, understand the context, and provides step-by-step guidance as you work. It's like having an expert by your side, literally seeing what you see. But the real power isn't just on your phone. For desktop users, Google AI Studio offers a powerful and largely overlooked feature called Stream Real-Time. This capability can significantly enhance your productivity by allowing Gemini to provide live, interactive assistance directly on your computer screen. With Stream Real-Time, you can share a specific window on your desktop with Gemini. This enables Gemini to visually comprehend and help you navigate various applications in real time. It can guide you through functions you might be unfamiliar with, making complex tasks or new software applications far more accessible. For example, imagine you are working in an application like Adobe Photoshop. You're trying to perform a smart erase to seamlessly remove an object or text from an image, but you can't quite recall the precise steps or where the tool is located within the maze of menus. With Stream Real-Time active, you can share your Photoshop window. Gemini can observe your screen in real time, see the interface, and then provide step-by-step instructions. It can guide you through the process as you execute it, almost like an over-the-shoulder tutor. This interactive visual guidance offers a remarkably intuitive and efficient way to learn and complete tasks within virtually any software application. This isn't just theoretical. This is a powerful, practical application that can drastically reduce your learning curve and increase your efficiency with new or complex software. As you can tell, Gemini is rapidly becoming one of my most relied upon AI tools, and its entire suite of capabilities is only getting stronger, more integrated, and more sophisticated. We've only scratched the surface today, focusing primarily on the chatbot. In future episodes, we'll take dedicated deep dives into tools like Notebook LM and Google AI Studio, because each of them truly deserves its own focused discussion to fully appreciate their power and potential. For now, remember this. The Gemini chatbot stands out not just for its intuitive interface, but for its deep integration with the entire Google ecosystem. Its truly enormous context window, which enables those deep, nuanced, and extended conversations, and its overall reliability for both complex research and creative brainstorming. If you're currently exploring new AI tools, or if you felt limited by the memory of other chatbots, Gemini is absolutely worth your serious time and exploration. It offers a robust, evolving solution for professionals, entrepreneurs, and anyone looking to leverage AI to work smarter, not just harder. Gemini should definitely be on the short list of tools that you not only explore, but integrate into your digital life. Join me next week as we shift gears and look at another essential tool in our AI arsenal: Perplexity, the Swiss Army knife for your digital research toolbox. Don't miss it.